In this video, I'm going to show you how to build this barn. I had originally built this barn in my Minecraft server with my friends, and someone had asked me if I could make a tutorial of it. So I'm going to go through step by step as to how I made this, and then show you the final outcome at the end. If it's something that you're interested in seeing, please leave a like and subscribe, and also leave a comment down below of some things that you'd like to see in the future. I really had fun making this video, and I hope to do more. Thank you, and enjoy! So to start out the barn, I've dug out a 16 by 18 plot of land and I filled it in with polished black stone brick. From here, I'm going to start to build up the sides by using some oak planks. For right now, I'm going to leave the front empty because I'm going to create an entrance up there after. Once I finished the sides, I went up to the front to start to build the entrance. So first I went in 6 blocks on either side, leaving 4 blocks free in the center. Next, what I'm going to do is take the oak plank and I'm going to go diagonally off of those last blocks to start to build it out a little bit more and give it some more dimension. From there, I'm also going to get rid of the grass that's here and fill this in with black stone. I'm going to go one more in front of these oak planks that I placed here because I'm going to build up the entrance a little bit more a little later on. Once I have the entryway started, I'm going to build up the rest of the walls with the oak plank. I like to build up my walls initially and then just break them down after to decide where I want windows and more decorations later on. For this barn, I'm going to build it up 6 blocks high total. Once I've built up the walls, I'm going to take oak logs and put them on each corner to help add dimension. Once the corners are done, I'm also going to add the oak logs to the side of the entrance to help add more dimension there as well. At this point, I'm going to get started on the roof, and the first thing I'm going to do is take some more oak planks and go along the outer edges of each side so that I can start to build the roof lower. Once I've laid out the oak planks, I then want to take dark oak planks and go in between the 2 oak logs at the corners so that I can build out the roof all at the same level along the sides. With my sides built out, I'm now going to take the dark oak steps and start to go along the edge to build the roof. Once I have the first layer, I'm then going to take another row of dark oak steps and go along this top layer to build up the second portion. Next, I'm going to place dark oak planks right on this outer block so that when you see the roof from the outside, it's all going to look like it's the same color, but on the inside, it's going to be a little two-toned. To achieve that, I'm going to take oak planks again and go across this inner portion. Once I've done that, I can lay down some more dark oak stairs to build up another layer. Following the same pattern as before, I'm going to put dark oak planks on the outside and then fill in with oak planks. Once again, I'm going to lay down another layer of the dark oak stairs. And we're going to repeat the same pattern again. Continuing on, I'm going to take the dark oak stairs again and go along this top. Still continuing with the same pattern, we're going to make another layer. And once again followed by another layer of dark oak stairs. Repeat the pattern once more. Followed once more by the dark oak stairs. At this point, we're going to start building into the center a little bit more. So what we're going to do first is take a dark oak slab and go across the top portion of the stairs. Once we've got our first layer, we're going to go back through on the outer portions of the roof. We're going to continue with the dark oak slab. But then in the center portion, we're going to go through with oak slab. Next, we're going to do one more layer of oak slab. here we're going to fill in one more layer of the dark oak and oak slabs. With that portion finished, we're going to take the dark oak stairs again, but this time we're going to start where this first layer of oak slabs are. Now to finish closing this in, we're going to take dark oak planks and just go along the top. And to finish it out by adding just a little bit more dimension at the top, I'm going to go through with the dark oak slabs one more time and just go across these center two rows. As a last small detail, just to even out the roof a little bit more from the front and the back, I'm just going to add one oak slab on each side here. Just gives it a little bit more dimension. Next, to add a little bit of a different texture, I decided to take jungle logs and just build it off of this block here, going all the way across. And then as you can see, it leaves a little bit of a space, so I just take the dark oak slab and fill that in. For the rest of this, I take the oak planks and continue to build the wall up until it meets the roof. This is how it should look in the front after it's done, and then I'm going to go to the back and repeat the same pattern. After this, I thought the front and the back could both use a little bit more dimension, so I decided to take the dark oak planks and these 4 center blocks of the jungle wood, I decided to put those right over the top of them. Next, to finish out the entryway, I'm just going to fill in this area with oak planks, and then I'm going to build up this outside portion with dark oak logs. Now I'm going to start to put some windows in. For me personally, I like to have a lot of windows in the builds that I make because I like to have a lot of natural light come inside. So first I'm going to do is make sure that both of these sides are going to be even, and then I'm going to go 3 blocks in and break these, going down so that I have about 4 blocks high. Once I finish with the front windows, I then move down to the side windows. For me, I just wanted these to be symmetrical, but you can make them any size that you want to. The last window is going to be on the back of the barn, and it's also going to be the largest. I'm going to use the jungle wood that I placed at the top as a marker as to where I want to start it. So first I'm going to go a couple blocks down and start to break the portion just underneath where that jungle log starts and break it all the way across. Then to give it just a little bit of a different shape, I'm just going to go diagonally from that last block, and then I'm going to go about 4 blocks down, and then once again cut in diagonally just to make sure that it's even. Finally, just filling in the rest of it with the glass panes. With the windows all done, I'm just going to finish up a small few details on the outside before I head in. The first thing I'm going to do is break these blocks along the outer edge of the barn. With those edges cut out, now I'm going to go through and place some glowstone in them. Not only is this going to create a light source that helps reduce the chances of mob spawning, but it also is going to look really nice when you place some leaf blocks right over the top of it. It gives it a nice glowing effect underneath. And with the glowstone down, I'm just going to go over the top of it with some dark oak leaves. So that it just looks like a hedgerow just along the side of the barn itself. And again, I just really like the glowstone underneath. It just gives it a cool look underneath, almost like glowing soil. Once we're finished with the borders, I'm just going to take a couple more pieces of glowstone and put it at the top just to give off a little bit more light, and then just continue with the effect. Now that we're finished with the outside, I'm going to head inside and just create a couple of stalls. Because it is still pretty dark in here, I'm going to start off by putting some glowstone along the ceiling to help brighten it up a little bit. Next, I'm going to place some torches alongside of the windows. Now I'm going to start to make the stalls. For the stalls in this barn is at least to make it from corner to corner. I do only want to go as far as the windows here because I'm going to place some hay bales in between. And then I also usually like to place some torches on the gates right by the doorways. And I'm just going to repeat this on the other side. this case, I'm going to extend the glowstone on the roof just a little bit more. Just to help brighten it up a little bit more. And lastly, I'm going to go in each stall and I'm going to place down some hay bales. And as I said, I'm going to place some hay bales in between the stalls also. And then this spot here, I just like to have a chest just to keep some stuff from the barn. Saddles, extra hay bales, leads, things like that. Anything you're going to need for a barn. And the final touch for the barn is going to be to put a dark oak gate right at the front. And this is the finished barn. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help me out. If you have any suggestions for future builds, feel free to leave it down in the comments. I really enjoyed doing this build. It's one of the more detailed ones that I've done, even though it's fairly simple. But I really enjoyed doing it, and I hope to do more like these in the future. So if it's something that you're interested in seeing, just let me know down below. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time.